Okay, so I would really like to share my teams from this Stygian Onslaught because it was something really difficult, at least for me. And I was figuring out lots of teams. So, starting with these themes, I won't be sharing the breakthrough of the whole. I will not be passing them. I will like mostly to share the rotations and all that stuff. But because I was struggling a lot with Skirk and maybe Nubilet, trying to pass the turtle, I figured out this team of Mawika, Yan Fei, Citlali, and Shilonen. Mostly being that the teams that I built this team comes were Chaska, Bennett, Furina, and Oloron. Being just Bennett with these stats, the most that you can get with Bennett, because it is really important to cycle his super for Chaska to get the most of the damage. My Chaska is at 100 crit rate, and it has this bow. Furina has a support build, and Oloron has also a support build, but both of them have a Favonius, so in case they can cycle themselves their supers, because they have a lot of energy recharge. Furina and also Oloron has a lot of energy recharge. So this is a Chaska hypercarry team that can pass the this boss. And about this team that I had lots of trouble with, to release Bennett for another team, I used Yan Fei. And why Yan Fei? Mostly because I needed a Pyro that can apply one instance of Pyro, both in their super and in their elemental ability. And that's why Mawika has a normal build and Wolf Greystone and Obsidian Codex. Citlali is also built with Scroll Hero of the Cinder City, and Shilonen is built with Archaic Petra. And I really like to focus. It has Citlali has a Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, and I really like to focus in the build of Yan Fei, because Yan Fei replaces the role of Bennett. She has Noblesse Oblige. She also has Favonius Codex, so she can charge her elemental burst as soon as she can. And I will show the rotation, but the rotation is the same as the Mawika usually does. And last one is a Hotel team that I know that it can be passed with the Hutao at Constellation 0. She has all the stats. She's C1 because I pulled her by lucky. Yelang is also at C1, but I know that she can pass this with a C0. She has Aqua Simulacra, but I saw some teams that passed this boss with the same team, but at C0 everything except the 4 stars. Now these 4 stars, Fisher needs to have energy recharge because she needs to cycle her burst so she can apply the elemental skill. She needs to have the elemental skill in full uptime, or at least as much as she can do it. Shinkyu is at a normal build, Yelang is also at a normal build, and Hotao is also at a normal build. Sorry. And well, this team doesn't have much science behind of that, but I really like to show the rotation. I won't be doing it for like the whole process because one, I have troubles recording and also playing. The GPU that I use is not very powerful, so it will be kind of laggy. But I would really like to show this rotation and maybe both of these ones. So the first thing that I really like to show is this rotation that is like a static rotation. It's not too much flexible, but it's really focused. So Yan Fei elemental skill, and now Shinone catches the crystallize, and now Citlali enters 1-2 hits, and now Mawika has the ulti charge, and you launch it, and you can keep cycling it. 1-2 dash, 1-2 release, 1 release, and now you keep cycling it. You catch this crystallize, now repeat again, 1-2, 1-2, and 1. Now this now you apply the noblesse oblige, and now you apply each thing again, and you will be dealing 6,006 quite a lot of damage. You need to control also the shield, but you can see that it's possible. The amount of the bar will lower a lot. And now focusing about return to end this video, because as I was saying, I'm not going to record the whole battle. Some tips that I have is that I have this thing, and that is my team's Excel. I don't have Arlecchino, and my skirt team I don't have Escoffier also, so I had to get creative with this, and I found a lot of themes also. For example, the main strats here are Overload, Melt, Freeze, and Burning. Focusing on that, I found also that in the first boss you can do it with it can be this guy that is Dendro from that line, Akinich. You can do it also with Chaska. Chaska is like the premier first option to do this thing. Also with Mawika teams like Overload, and the normal teams with Varesa teams. Focusing in the second one, there's a lot of themes that you can do it, but the only option that I have was Mawika, because my gaming is not really well built. I tried the best that I could, but my gaming is at C5, and this lowers a lot of DPS. Now focusing on the Skirk, by the time I tried this boss, the turtle boss, I had my team my first team that got through the cactus, so I won't replace Jelang to put it in this team because I really like Hutao to be part of like the better teams that can beat that was. So because I was running out of options, I tried a lot of things. I tried something that I found on YouTube because I really tried a lot of themes. I looked for a lot of themes here and here and here. You can see that there are a lot of themes without Escoffier, and even IFA themes. So one of the recommendations that I could give is to focus on looking in YouTube because you not only get the themes, but also you can get the rotations and some tips that some people use to get the rotations and the damage. Now, it can be returning to the main point. The local legend can be beaten with Ganyu, with Skirk, with Mawika, with Gaming. I also saw some things that pass this Line is one of them, but I saw I don't know if I can find it, but I knew Willet passing this second boss, and for me the second boss was the hardest one. I passed like a week trying different teams. You can see the whole teams that I tried, but well built characters and well developed rotations can beat these bosses because they are more like more focused on gimmicks instead of being sponge of damage sponge. And for the last one, I know that it can be passed with New Willet, but I really liked Hotao is one of my favorite characters, and I really tried to make Hotao relevant again. But there are also other teams like Cloran, Shogun, even Heiso. We recently saw Ifa, and there are also the main powerful characters like Arlecchino. If you have an Escoffier, the second part is really easy. So I will really encourage you to play and try different teams. Now, as you can see, I'm not interested at all in the dire difficulty, but as far as I know, that there are lots of people that really like the fearless difficulty, the fifth difficulty to be passed. I thought that it was a great idea to share my teams, because I didn't saw anyone that passed the second boss with Yan Fei. So if this helps anyone, if this video helps anyone, I will really be I'm really happy. I'm sorry if you didn't understand anything of what I said, because my English is not like the most fluent one, but I think I can speak enough well to be understandable. My English can be understandable, and I will also try the 6.0 Stygian Onslaught if I have time, because I'm currently in my university and I have some university homeworks to say by anyway, and that doesn't give me much time to record.